Hello students, today we are going to discuss one more topic of energy, that is your sun, the ultimate source of energy. In this universe, as we know that all the planets receives energy in this solar system. I am talking about solar system. All the planets receives their energy from the sun, because sun is the only star for them around which they are evolving. So all the planet, even your Earth also receives all energy from the sun. But if we try to calculate how much energy we receive from sun, so you can consider that it is near about 550,000 times of the whole energy consumed by all the countries of the world is received by sun in one day. That is the some rough calculation or observation. But main point is the sun is the ultimate source of energy. He gives us energy like in the form of light and heat, which human beings and plants and animals are utilized to for their daily activities. So we are going to discuss one by one how. As we know that sun is the ultimate source of energy, the very first thing what sun gives us that is our light. So light energy, sun gives us light energy so that we are able to see any person during daytime. This is the first form of energy received by the sun. Now, then what happened? Sun gives its light to what on water. Suppose it is your sun, there is a water. Clear, sun gives heat energy directly to the water. Water converts itself into vapor. Water forms into vapor, and vapor rises upward, rises upward, condenses condense there to form for the formation of cloud. My drawing is not good because I am not the math and physics teacher, not a bio teacher. Okay. Now it forms cloud. Now in this case, what happens? Water condenses, vapor condenses, forms cloud. When that cloud becomes heavier with more and more water vapor, then in the form of rain, it's deliver all the water which he occupy as in form of vapor. So again, when rain is there, it deliver all the water on the earth surface, and that water somehow reaches up to the river, and in river we know that flow of water in some is high. We realize that flow of water, that high speed of water, to store in a dam and utilize that dam to convert into hydroelectricity, or simply we use that water into hydroelectricity. So what we found from sun hydroelectricity. What is the meaning of hydroelectricity? Electricity which is obtained from water, it is a hydro. This is the one form. First form, second form. What is third form? The third form says that light energy given by sun is a form of solar energy. That solar energy trapped by your plants, trapped by your plants. I am not going to draw the diagram because my drawing is not good. Trapped by plant in their green part by during photosynthesis reaction. during photosynthesis reaction. Now, during this, light energy of sun converts itself into chemical energy inside the plant. So, this is one part of photosynthesis, but this, that is your chemical energy. In chemical energy, this chemical energy is nothing from plant. This chemical energy is utilized by animals, whether it's a human being or any other animals. They use this energy to uh, fulfill their demand of energy, and by using this chemical energy, they perform their daily activities. We perform our various activities. This is one part. Other part, this chemical energy is eaten by some uh, animals, and after that, their body becomes a fossil one. From this chemical energy, animals' body, animals, after animals, this animal's body become a fossils one. Fossils means coal and like all the same. We use those fossils, means convert into coal. We use this coal for burning anything, for preparing food, all these things. So it here we utilize the intact chemical energy of coal. Intact means the present or bond strongly uh, bound intact chemical energy inside coal. This is a formation of fossils. Number one, if animal not dead, not forms fossil, but animals do excrete some dung, excrete dungs, and this dungs used in biogas. And again, this biogas is a form of energy. By using this biogas, we can run our, we can give fuel to our stoves so that stove can burn and we can easily prepare the food. Again, from biogas and coal, we have heat energy. We have heat energy. So this is a one type of cycle. Then again, if we have we human beings eat this chemical energy, eat the food from, eat the some vegetables, we take chemical energy. That energy is stored in our ATP or ADP. I don't know what is the exact form. You must give the exact one. In form of ATP, we store that chemical energy and we utilize that chemical energy in our various activities to keep ourselves warm also. Then one more thing is there. With the help of this uh, energy, sun's energy, there is a change in weather because pressure may change in weather also, which which help us to grow different types of crop, which is again utilized by us to fulfill our energy demand. So from this we can easily say that sun is the ultimate source of energy. We can convert this source of energy into various form to fulfill our benefits. That's all for the under the heading the sun the ultimate source of energy. A brief introduction of law of conservation of energy in your class. Law of conservation of energy states that energy is neither created nor destroyed in a system, but we can convert into from one form to another form of energy inside a system, and some total of energy is always same. This is known as your energy law of conservation of energy. It states that I am adding the law. This is the law of conservation of energy. Energy is neither created nor destroyed in a system. In a system, it converts from one form to another form of energy, and sum total of that energy is always same. This is the law of conservation of energy. Before I am discussing this one, all of you must remember that always law written in a single line. You can use commas, but only one full stop within one line. We can write the law. So everywhere, whenever you find the laws are written in one line. Like that line may be smaller, may be bigger, but line must be one. So this is the law of conservation of energy. How we prove? I'm using one example from roller coaster. Suppose all of us see that at roller coaster, there is a platform. From this platform, first roller coaster goes either, suppose take this platform, roller coaster slowly goes upward. From this comes at downward, go downward, then comes at this place, likewise, and then we step down from the roller coaster. Suppose this is a very simple one. Now roller coaster rises upward. Suppose here we have a roller coaster. During observation, we start from this place. This roller coaster R at this place having high amount of potential energy because it rises up to a height. Okay, so high amount of potential energy. Suppose that potential energy is your PE. You can consider this PE as a capital E1. At this place, roller coaster at no speed, so speed is 0, your potential kinetic energy is also 0. So here we can easily write down Ke equals to 0, not O, it's 0. Now, if roller coaster goes downward up to this place, at this place what happened? When during this falling, this potential energy gradually changes to kinetic energy, and at this point of roller coaster, not reach up to this point. At this point, the total pointing PE converted into, that we discuss afterward in high class, but PE is 0 and KE is changed to E1. So when you observe total sum of this system, PE plus KE is E1, E1 plus 0, E1, and here again 0 PE plus KE, 0 plus E1, 0 plus E1, it's again E1. Okay, now from this again it rises up to this place and reaches up to this place, but at this we don't have a complete energy E1. Clear? Here we have a bit amount less than E1, so here PE is less than some energy. Suppose in this case your potential energy is E1 minus E. Clear? And your kinetic energy, then kinetic energy is your E, because it rises up to a height. Here not complete potential energy of stored in the body changed, but some amount of remain. Only some amount changed, so that is E minus E1 minus E, and some part of kinetic energy remain in this one. So at the mid place, there is at the mid place. So at this place, sum total of this is again E1. So you can easily understand. If you are unable to understand, then consider this at the mid path. Then you can easily understand. Consider this at the midpoint. Clear? So at the mid, when we calculate, there is a potential energy E1 minus E, and the rest amount is in kinetic energy because it is rising upward. So this is roller coaster. When you observe that all time sum of energy is E1. This thing we discuss more in high class, and this is the introductory one, so that I try to explain this one. Now again, if the same way an example is given of hydroelectric dam. In hydroelectric dam, all the energy stored in form of potential energy. When we release the water for falling on the turbine of the generator, PE of water converts into KE in form of KE, and that KE is utilized to run the turbine, and that by running the turbine we run the generator, and generator produce the electricity. This is the simple concept of law of conservation of energy. That's all for today. Thank you.